What's that? Do we do the next song or the? Oh, please stand.
We're going to sing a little bit of this first song in the stillness so that everybody has an idea of what it sounds like. In the stillness of this moment, I am peace. I am peace. In the stillness of this moment, I am peace. I am peace. And I okay, we got it. We got it. Do most people know this song?
Okay.
Okay, good deal. The band didn't say yes, but I won't worry about that.
We were teaching.
Just making sure everybody. Okay.
Just making sure.
In the stillness of this moment, I am peace. I am peace. In the stillness of this moment, I am peace. I am peace. And I rest and trust and breathe. was just basking in it. I am free, I am unlimited. Here's a little sample. I am free, I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited right now. I think you mostly know this, right?
Yeah.
Ready? We're going to country it out all the way. I am free, I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited right now. Right now. I am free, I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited right now. We are free, we are unlimited. There are no chains that bind us. We are free, we are unlimited right now. Right now. We are free, we are unlimited. There are no chains that bind us. We are free, we are unlimited right now. Over again. I am free, I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. Free, I am unlimited right now. I am free, I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited right now. Swing it, we are free, we are unlimited. There are no chains that bind us. We are free, we are unlimited right now. Right now. We are free, we are unlimited. There are no chains that bind us. We are free, we are unlimited right now.
Woo! What? And now we'll greet each other with namaste. 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 Namaste.
I guess we sit down.
Namaste. Namaste. And then? What now? All right. Good morning, beloveds. Good morning. Hello, I'm Reverend Elizabeth Rowley Hogue, and I'm the spiritual director, senior minister here at Awakening Ways Spiritual Community. Woo! Good morning, Zoomers. We see you, we love you, and I want to, oh, thank you. And I want to say to you all, welcome home. We've been waiting for you. All right, and now I would love to introduce our practitioner for the day, which is Susan Jones, and she will lead us in a spiritual reading and invocation.
Morning. All right, I have a lovely quote here. It's short, but it is meaningful. So just take a moment, if you are comfortable, to just relax in your chair. Take a couple of deep breaths. Let's breathe in and breathe out. Whew. One more in and out. Our individualized universe is forever complete, yet forever completing itself, in order that every experience may teach us to transcend some previous one in ever-ascending cycles, upward bound. And so I know for this beautiful morning that the light and the love and the energy of the divine is present right here, right now, in me and in each and every person here, and really in each and every person everywhere. And so we take that divine love and that divine energy, and we just embody it in this experience today. I give thanks for all that is to occur here today. I give thanks for the divine love that absolutely operates through the hands of every person who comes here early in the morning to set up this beautiful sacred space. I give thanks for the divine love and harmony that works through each and every one of our musicians, gifting us with that beloved feeling, that resonation, that vibration. We are so grateful, and I give thanks for the divine love and divine wisdom that is moving through Reverend Elizabeth this morning as she shares her word of love with us. And I declare that each person here receives exactly what they needed to hear and leaves here with a full, perfect heart. And so, knowing that all of this is so, I just release my word into the law, and together we say, and so it is.
Well, I am the preacher shouting out the news. I am the juke joint stomper playing the blues.
I'm the holy roller, giving Jesus my cares. I am the candy man, pushing my wares.
I am a Cherokee brave on the trail of tears. I am a cowboy branding the steers.
I'm a master, whip in my hand. I am a slave from a distant land.
And after all is said and done, with my maker I am one. And after all is said and done, with my maker I am one.
I am an Okie, can you tell by my ears? I am a banker in his tailor-made clothes.
I'm a hobo in a cold box car. I'm a railroad baron with a long cigar.
I am the ghetto brother about to lose his lease. And I am the landlord cutting off the heat.
I am the prisoner playing cards. I am the warden looking out of the yard.
But after all is said and done, with my maker I am one. And after all is said and done, with my maker I am one.
I am a junkie, craving a fix.
I am the homeless child on streets so mean. I am the movie star on a silver screen.
I am the champion at the finish line. I am the beggar holding my sign.
I am a rookie trying to make the Hall of Fame. And I'm a gangster rigging the game. But after all is said and done, with my maker
I am one.
and after all is said and done, with my maker I am one. And after all is said and done,
With my maker, I am one.
Woo! Wow, oh wow. I just want to do this again. Whoa. Oh my goodness, that was amazing, you guys. And thank you for at the very end. I was trying to figure out what that word was. With my maker, I am one. I love it. Oh my gosh. Hello, friends. If you're just tuning in on Zoom here, I'm Reverend Elizabeth Rowley Hogue. I'm the spiritual director here. And wow, let me look at you. Some people have come in since we started. Hello, friends. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Oh, wow. So good to see you today. Harmonica. What? It's like, where are we? Wow. This is awesome. I love it here. Do you love it here? Right? Oh, woo. All right. Wee. Here we go. Okay. So the theme for September, or the September Seed of Awakening, is Transcending. And today is all about transcending and including. And so as a reminder, for the month, we are rising higher to gain a greater understanding of ourselves and our place in the universe, pushing past our comfort zones and using our understanding in innovative ways to advance us forward, while including and benefiting from the wisdom and experiences we've gained along the way. Right? So what we want to do is take what works and leave the rest. We're taking what works with us, and we're continuing to grow and blossom and bloom. And so some of you may have heard of this model called the spiral dynamics model. And what that is an evolutionary spiral that expansively transcends and includes, ideally, right? It ideally includes the best of what has come before. And so we are called to transcend old paradigms of being and include those elements that work. Yes? And so what occurred to me is that I remembered how new students of this teaching often stumble on syntax, right? Do you remember when you were a new student of this teaching and there were words and it was like, but that word normally means this, and now you're applying it in a different way, and then we start to try to intellectualize God, intellectualize spirit, but we're really called to spiritualize our intellects, right? That's what we're called to do. And so sometimes we might see or not understand one piece, and then we end up saying, well, I disagree, but what we're called to do is let go and go deeper, right? Let go and go deeper. And so what I've been present to this week, my friends, is there's a lot going on in the world. Have you noticed? I mean, what's happening? You know, there's a lot going on. And so my heart, right? So with every meeting that I've had, either on Zoom or in person or phone calls, every person I've spoken to this week is dealing with something. something, right? Something difficult in their lives. And the difficulties of life that are normal, of the normal variety that we often face, that are usually bearable things, right? I mean, they're hard situations in our lives. However, we're able to find our way through it in a sort of a gentler way than we would with what's going on in the world right now. So still in the middle of pandemic and still in the middle of individuals, the polarity of vaccination and not vaccinated and all of that, and the political polarities that we're seeing, and this uprising of COVID cases. People are starting to get afraid, and they're really feeling that, you know? You talking to me? And so the question becomes for us, how do we transcend that and be the light we came here to be? How do we transcend that? All of us here are spiritual beings. Well, we're all spiritual beings having a human experience. Those of us here have awakened to that, and our Zoom viewers and the community. And I'm just excited seeing new faces. Hi. And we're awakened to that, right? And so we're called to really transcend the darkness and be the light we came here to be, rather than allowing the darkness to pull us into it, you know? And we're called to shine the light in the dark. And so we all have the light within us. And sometimes it is dimmed. And these things that happen in the world can dim that light. But not us. Not us, not here, not now. We have the light within us, and we know that we do. And so the beautiful thing is that we can lean into each other, lean into our community, and have others shine the light, right? Have you ever forgotten to turn your porch light on at home, and then you go in and it's dark and you got to figure out how to get the key in, and it's your house. You've been there a million times, right? And you can't quite get it. And then, you know, whoever's there with you, or if you're alone, you have this bright idea to pull out your cell phone and use the flashlight, or someone shines the light for you. And it's easier, right? I just got the God bumps because we're here for each other. And I loved that last song. I got the God bumps from it because we're one. It's so true. We're one. There's one thing happening here, and it is me and you, and it's the same, whether it's the prison warden or the people in prison, or the, you know, everyone. It's just one experience. And so we shine the light and we bring the light for ourselves and for others. Now, I heard a story that I wanted to share with you. You may have heard this story before, so forgive me if it's a repeat. But there's a story about a farmer and a donkey. Have you heard this one? Okay, good. And so I'm going to take this off. It's warm up here. Woo! Get comfortable. All right, so one day a farmer and his donkey are out, and the donkey gets into his water well, and the donkey's now stuck in the water well, and the farmer is distraught. He doesn't know how he's going to get the donkey out, and he's sad about it, and he spends a lot of time trying to figure out how to get this donkey out, you know, and eventually he comes to terms with it, and he realizes, well, I'm just going to have to let the donkey stay down there, and he's probably going to die, and he's lived a good life, and I'm going to have to be okay with letting the donkey go. And that's real sad, right? And he just doesn't have a way to get the donkey out. And so he calls upon his friends and his neighbors, and the neighbors come over to help him, and they've got their shovels, and they start shoveling dirt into the well. And the donkey, so the story goes, the donkey realizes what's happening here and is like, okay, I'm going to shake this dirt off and take a step up. And they keep shoveling dirt in. The donkey shakes it off, takes a step up, shovels more dirt in. The donkey shakes it off, takes a step up, keeps going until he's at the top of the well, and he jumps out of the well. Wow. Don't you love that story? So the moral of the story is that life is going to shovel dirt on us, right? We're getting dirt shoveled on us. If we yeah. Shake it off. So the trick is to get out of the well, to get out of that darkness, shake it off and take a step up. Shake it off, take a step up. And each of us experience our own individual difficulties and challenges, and so we're called to shake it off and take a step up. And as we see these challenges in the world, we're called to shake it off and step up. Now, some of us are going to be called to get out there and do something, and some of us are going to be called to be in prayer. And there's no judgment, whatever it is, whatever you're called to do, it's your individual, unique calling, and that is okay too, right? It's all perfect. It's all working out as it is supposed to. Now, it sounds easy enough, shake it off and take a step up, right? Yes, I understand that too, especially because most of us here are empaths. Are we not? Most of us are empaths. That means that that term empath comes from empathy, which is the ability to understand the experiences and feelings of others outside of your own perspective. And you actually sense and feel emotions as if they're a part of your own experience. In other words, someone else's pain and happiness becomes your pain and happiness. Now, the empaths, it's not a great time in the world to be an empath. and so the empaths, we need to figure out how we're going to move through this, right? And so when I was a kid, we watched Mr. Rogers, and I loved that show as a kid. Do y'all remember Mr. Rogers, right? And it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Yeah, won't you be my neighbor, right? Now, Fred Rogers once said that when he was young and he would see scary things in the news, his mother told him, look for the helpers. You will always find people who are helping. Look for the helpers. Now, I find comfort myself in witnessing kindness and generosity of other humans, right? I think we all do. It is astounding to me and beautiful. At the beginning of the pandemic in March, with the shelter-in-place orders that started, I discovered this Facebook group called the Kindness Pandemic. And I joined this group, and they were sharing all the different acts of kindness. People who couldn't leave and go to the store, people who were, stuck and sick at home, and the grocery shopping, and just the love and the beauty brought comfort to my heart because it's a rekindling of the human spirit, which is what we need, right? In the midst of troubles such as that in the world, a rekindling of our human spirit, which is really us aligning with the divine, realigning with the divine, and remembering who we are and who we came here to be. And so this is a great tool for the empaths who are feeling the pain of all that is happening in the world right now. Hurricanes, fires, loss, political polarization, in the middle of a pandemic with threat of variants, vaccinations, and all the polarization with that. Look for the helpers, right? Look for the helpers. Now, this week I had the great joy of attending a soul support team meeting on Friday, and that was wonderful. So the soul support team are those who do the prayers. It's the prayer ministry. And these are, these are the practitioners and the ministers of this community. And I think it was Reverend Patty who mentioned a book by Neil Donald Walsh, and the book is called Bringers of the Light. And And so that was beautiful, a beautiful reminder of that book. Now, it was a great reminder for me because I remembered, again, our invitation as spiritual beings having a human experience on this planet at this time is to bring the light. We're called to bring the light. And again, we each have our own unique way of bringing the light. And if we can remember to do so, we become the candles in the darkness. Because darkness is merely the absence of light. So let us bring the light. Are you with me? Are you with me, Zoomers? All right. This is how we will practice transcending this week, by bringing the light. One way to bring the light into our own hearts is by looking for the helpers. Look for the helpers. Now, another story that kept coming up for me that I'm inclined to now share is about my one story related to my trip to India. And last year, or not last year, about 10 years ago, I went to India for about a month. It's long, I know, yeah. Thank you, yeah. And so I was at a world gem shop and looking at jewelry, and we were waiting for our turn to see the Vedic astrologer. And I was talking with a friend, and we were admiring these amazing world gems and necklaces and beautiful, beautiful work, right? And I turned around to walk over to a chair so that I could sit down and rest. Because if you haven't been to India, you should know that it's really hot. Like really, really hot. It's like hot temperature, and then humidity is about 100%. So you're just standing there and sweating. Now, I felt a little woozy because of that as I turned around, and it seemed like I was moving in super slow-mo. Just like, whoa, I probably was. And so being slightly out of it, I failed to notice the dog that was curled up right behind us. And when I turned around, my foot got a little too close to the dog, and the dog snarled at me and grabbed my foot in his mouth. It didn't hurt, but I knew this probably wasn't good. And then it was like super slow-mo. If you can imagine the dog with my foot, I'm like, no! And I shook my foot away, tried to remain calm. Then I sat in a chair and was looking at my foot, investigating, and suddenly the astrologer appeared out of nowhere. And he said, Elizabeth, don't worry. You don't have rabies. It's not in your charts. Right? My first thought was, how does he know my name? My second thought was, is this a dream? Right? And then the astrologer rushed me upstairs to an apartment where the shower was turned on. I have no idea how they had running water, but they did, and began washing my foot off with water. And then he pulled out this huge bottle of rum and poured it on my foot. I'm like, what is that? You know, but I'm just like going with the flow. And then I felt it, a little bit of a sting on the top of my foot. And that confirmed the skin was indeed broken. My heart sank, you know, and the astrologer went on about my not having rabies. It's not in the chart. This is almost like a family dog. It's lived there for 15 years and on, and I'm just listening, you know. And the next thing I know, I am on the back of a moped being rushed around India by the owner of the World Gem Shop. His name is Manesh. And we're cruising around Rishikesh. It was like a movie. I mean, it could be a movie, I think. And it's like all surreal. There are a ton of stories about that whole adventure that I'm going to share. We've got more time together, so in the coming weeks and years. Yeah, decades, thank you, yeah. Many adventures that I will have to share later, but at one point on the back of the moped, cruising around India, it's getting dark, I started crying. I was upset because I'm like, here I am out in India, and where's my family? I don't know what's going on. And so Manesh, who was driving the moped, said, Elizabeth, why are you crying? I said, because I'm in India. I got bit by a dog. This is kind of scary. I don't have my family here, and I'm not really sure what to do, what's going on. And he said, Elizabeth, right now, I am your family. Right? And I said, okay. And I released all of that fear and all of that concern. And in that moment, I felt that I had realigned with Spirit. And I knew I was going to be okay. I knew it. It was a wild adventure. Now, I know you're all wondering the rest of the story, how I don't have rabies. I eventually got the rabies vaccination, which is only one shot now, and all is well. It was like the next day, And so, but the point of that story is that something happened being present and in the moment there with Manesh on the moped that night in India after being bit by a dog. I transcended the need to worry and to fret. Because, fear and worry don't actually help the situation we are in. They tend to make things worse, right? But we're humans. It's our natural inclination. And so, here we are as awakened beings, bringers of the light, retraining ourselves to tune into the divine, to tune into Spirit, and bring the light. So maybe you bringing the light this week is simply reminding someone that you are their family right here and now, wherever you are, And remembering that when you're speaking with someone, that's really who you are for them, right? To be present to that in you. Like if someone is opening up and sharing their heart with us, they are family. And we can allow ourselves to be present as we would to someone in our family. Because there's a slight shift in that, right? Depending on your relationship with your family. I mean, I don't know what everyone's relationship is. There may be one or two that there's something a little different, but family is family, And then there are all these other people in the world that we interact. People are everywhere. Have you noticed? And so we have a little subtle shift in ourselves in the way that we see our family. And so maybe bringing the light this week for each one of us is simply reminding someone or reminding ourselves that we are their family. We are family. Yeah. Right? Woo! And so maybe you bringing the light this week is bringing it into your own heart by looking for the helpers and then sharing that tool with others. Look for the helpers. It's so powerful. There are always people helping. There are always people helping. And so transcend and include. To transcend and include, we remember our oneness in all of our time, all the time. Remember our oneness, practice forgiveness, and be gentle with ourselves because we're humans, we're spiritual beings having a human experience, and the human experience is imperfect, right? There is the spiritual perfect ideal. You saw me make a few mistakes up here. I'm totally cool with that, and I'm glad you are too, because everyone makes mistakes. Mistakes are going to happen. This is part of the deal, and we constantly are learning and growing and fine-tuning who we are and the way that we be in the world. Now, this is new for all of us, right? I'm here, and this is my second week here, and I'm like, wow, I see so much love. I feel so much love from you all, and I am sending love back to you, you know, and feeling how we're moving through this together. I got to be with Jan this week and get a lot of detailed information and logistics, and she blew my mind. I mean, I was like, I gotta go take a nap, Jan. I mean, it's only been an hour here with you. She is awesome, though. Let's give her some love. Yes, thank you. And Brian in the back that you guys don't really see. He's doing a lot of work back there. Can we give him some love? Woo! Thank you. And my beloved husband, who has stepped up to kind of assist Brian, because we saw that, oh, he could probably use like 2 more hands. You know, he's not an Indian goddess or god, definitely not an Indian goddess, with like multiple arms doing, that's what he needs though. And so I'm saying that because we're learning, we're growing. I am witnessing the community and how everything works, and I recognize again that I'm different, and I have to share with you that Frank and Terry left a letter on my desk in my new office, and it was another blessing of love, and so I just am really present to the love and the energy that they have had for this community and continue to have, and like this is their baby. And so I'm very honored and blessed to be able to stand here before you today, and thank you for trusting me and believing in me. Yeah. And the third item for transcending and including is inclusion. And so what I love about the New Thought teaching is that rather than drawing the circle and saying, you can't come into this circle, when we have new people coming in, however different they are or look, we draw the circle wider, right, to include them. And I just got the God bumps for that too, because we could just keep drawing the circle wider. We'll keep drawing the circle wider. This community is a great example of that. What a demonstration. We drew the circle wider to include a whole community of people, right? And now we're one. Yes, we are. And so this week, let's remember that we are bringers of the light, shining the light inward to ourselves and outward to others. As we do so, we feel that strength within us, which allows us to shake off the heaviness and take a step up, just like that donkey. I'm not calling you a donkey, though. Just know that. Wherever we find ourselves, we can look at those around us and remember, you are my family now, in this moment. Right here, you are my family. Now, following our intuition, we know what to say, when to say it, and how to say it. And our words inspire and transform and bring the light to all. So as we bring the light and transcend conditions and effects through our individualized consciousness, the beloved community is actualized. Our transcendence allows us to take those experiences that have affected our self-perception, our feelings, and transcend our difficulties, increasing our capacity to express compassion and forgiveness to others. Let's pray. So turning our attention inward in this moment, we return to that beautiful expansive space within. And this is the space where I know and remember with every fiber of my being that spirit is all that there is, that yes, there is only one thing happening right here and right now, and it is the divine, God, spirit, source energy, the truth, the way, whatever it is we call it, that is the thing of which I speak, because there is only one thing happening. And what a beautiful gift we have been given with words and names and vocabulary that can define things other than having just one word, because we would be saying, God, 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 the God, God, God. And I know that that's what each of us are. We are spirit in form, and we are here on this planet at this time for a purpose. We are bringers of the light. And so I know that as we go forward from here and navigate the week before us, we feel the love of family that we have felt in this room today, and know that we are supported with so much love, that the divine has our backs in every situation and experience. It is every thought. And I am grateful that it brings every word with joy and presence and love. And I know that as we continue to see what's happening in the world, we bring our love to it. We look for the helpers, and we shake it off and take a step up. And we are blessed. So thank you, Spirit, for this day. Thank you for this amazing community of love. I am so grateful. And I know that the blessings continue to multiply in our lives. We give thanks for all that has been in our lives up to this moment now. And I give thanks for the invisible blessings, which are those blessings that are on their way, that we don't know about and pop up, and they bring us joy and gratitude and so much more. But mostly I'm grateful to be in alignment with Spirit on this magnificent day. And I know that we experience this in our lives, each one of us. And it is good and very good. So in great gratitude, I release this prayer knowing it is so, and so it is. Woo!
Every life has meaning. And feel free to sing along with us, especially at the end, because that's the only thing you have to sing.
Every folks are always happy. Some folks always sad.
Some folks are always friendly, others mostly mad.
Everyone's connected, though they're not the same. Because every life has meaning.
Every life,
Every life has meaning.
every life,
Every life has meaning.
and the meaning is love.
Some folks work all day. Some just wanna have fun.
Some folks are watching TV, some just wanna run.
Everyone's connected, though they're not the same.
Because
Every life has meaning.
Every life,
Every life has meaning.
every life,
Every life has meaning.
and it's all about love.
Gandhi said it.
It's all about love.
Buddha said it.
It's all about love.
Jesus said it.
It's all about love.
Krishna said it. Ernest said it. The Beatles said it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh.
Folks trust in spirit, others struggling down.
Some folks hoard possessions. Some folks do without.
Everyone's connected, though they're not the same. Every life has meaning. 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 Every life has meaning.
One more time.
Every life has meaning. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Next week, could you come up with something that's more fun? Are they amazing or what? Delon, say that one more time. Every life has.
About love.
Every life has.
Every life has meaning.
I love that voice. And folks, we have a dancing minister. That's so funny. So, we know that you're honored to be here. We are so honored to have you. That was an amazing talk. Yeah. So I'm Jan Lynch, and we have a couple of announcements. First of all, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, thank you so much for wearing your mask. We know it's not comfortable sitting here with it on for an hour, but we have to follow the guidelines of the city, and this place is very precious to us, so we want to make sure that we follow their guidelines. So thank you for doing that. And if you come in and there is no, if you forget your mask, there's some out in the lobby. So have you gone into your closet lately and you pull out something to wear and it fit yesterday? Or it fit last week and it doesn't fit today? Well, those are called pandemic pounds. And Patricia Alexander has a workshop coming up on Sunday, I'm sorry. It is next Sunday, the 19th, from 1 to 2:30 over at our office, which is 7350 El Camino Real. If you haven't been there, it's right next to the Habit restaurant. And she will help you to be able to start wearing those clothes one more time. And the mask will be required since you all are inside. Patricia, anything else you want to add to that? So something new for some of us, this Wednesday, it's every Wednesday, is that right, Reverend Elizabeth, every Wednesday? Every Wednesday, she has a spiritual connection, and it's on Zoom at 1 o'clock, so from 1 to 2, and you're going to have what are you going to do? Oh. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. So that's 1 to 2 every Wednesday. Look for your email giving you the link. We'll send that out on Tuesday. So that's a wonderful midweek pickup. And then on Friday, October the 8th, we're going to have an open house over at our office. We have a lovely metaphysical bookstore over there, and we have a lot of gifts left. We have a wonderful gift store also. Most of the books will be 50% off, and all the gifts will be 50% off. So yes. So it's time to start Christmas shopping. So we will remind you again about that. Again, October the 8th, which is a Friday. And then just a reminder that our contract here at the pavilion on Sundays, it ends at 12 o'clock noon. So please don't be insulted if a board member comes over at a few minutes of noon and goes, come on, out, 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 out. And that means all the way out of the building, even out of the lobby. And let's see, what else do we have going on? So Reverend Elizabeth mentioned the soul support team. We have 7 practitioners and 6 ministers now. So that's 13 people that are praying for you during the week when you have something that is not going right in your life. So the ways that you can receive the prayer is, first of all, there is a prayer box over on the table. And there's a little form over there. If you fill that out clearly, please, so we can read it, and put it in the box, the prayer team will pray for you all week. You can also send a weekly request to awakeningways@thegrid.net, and that prayer will be picked up and sent out that day. You can contact one of the ministers or one of the practitioners. We're happy to meet with you. Most of our business cards are over on the table. And last but not least, practitioner Susan will be at the door if you would like a short 3-minute miracle today. So those are the ways that you can receive prayer requests. The last thing is that you don't want to miss out on what we are doing, and we communicate with you through our email. So this form right here, if you haven't filled it out, this is the information we need so we can get your emails to you. So they're out on the front lobby, so be sure and pick up one and fill it out so that you receive our weekly emails. I think that's it. Anything else? Okay. And so now I'd like to ask Practitioner of the Day, Susan Jones, to come back up for our conscious giving. By the way, we both are June 16th birthdays.
Okay, so now is our time for conscious giving. So the ushers, if you would please come forward. I would just like to say that I just want to acknowledge every person that supports Awakening Ways spiritual community in whatever form that you support it. It could be your financial treasure, which we love because that's what pays for everything that we do. But it's also your time, your talent, your energy, your love, your presence. So I just want to acknowledge and thank each of you for the gift that you brought today. And if you would just place that gift over your heart. In our program, on the inside cover of the program is a little affirmation, and we'll just say it together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Joyously I give, and joyfully I receive. And so it is.
Divine love flows through me, blessing all I give. Divine love flows through me, blessing all I give. blessing all I give.
And so, with a heart filled with gratitude, with a body filled with light, I give thanks for these gifts. I give thanks for the energy of love and blessing that is contained in these gifts and is contained in each person here. And I know and declare that as we leave this place today, we take that light and we shine it for all of the world. And the world is blessed, and so are we. And together we say, and so it is.
Okay, there I am. Now we'll circle up and. Oh, children. What? Children. Do we have children coming? Hello. We're ready for you. We're ready for you. Here they come. Yay. All right. Woo!
Millie, Saoirse, and Anya.
There you go.
Oh, okay. So, can you hear me? Let's see. Sorry, it's been a hot day out there. Let's see what we did. We did some breathing. So the girls all learned how to make their bellies really big and blow out really hard. We did some nice stretches with the trees. And of course, we went and played at the park, met some new people. And yes, we wanted to do, though, we weren't able to do, which is we're going to add to the snake rock, which to me represents a lot of unity. But it's all the way on the other side right now, and they tore up where I wanted to go over here today. So I have rocks that they made, plus the different generations of the kids that I've been teaching for the 8 years now. So I will bring those next time. So yes, we just had a beautiful time, and our affirmation today is, I celebrate me. Yes. Thank you.
I'm going to do something first. Okay, wow, look at that. Okay, friends, so this is the addition, the same thing we did last week. So won't you know with me that you are never alone, that God is where you are right now and always, and all that we ever need do is look within, and it is here we will find we are guided, sustained, directed, and inspired by a source that knows only good. Joyously let us make use of these gifts in all that we think, in all that we say, and in all that we do. Please repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening as me right now.
Something wonderful is happening as me right now.
It is this thing called life.
It is this thing called life.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my pocketbook.
Life is in my pocketbook.
Life is everywhere.
Life is everywhere.
I think it. I feel it.
I feel it.
I believe it.
I believe it.
I express it.
I express it.
I accept it.
I
just the way that it is, and just the way that it is not. Thank you, life. All right, let's sing.
May I be filled
with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. And may you be happy. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. And may we be happy. Every life has meaning.
Every life,
Every life has meaning.
every life,
Every life has meaning. 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 And yeah, yeah.